Hello everyone, my name is Eric Jones and I'll be your instructor for HOR 161-800 Plant Materials 2. Now, you don't necessarily have to take Plant Materials 1 to take Plant Materials 2. I know on Colleague and actually TechLink it says that it is a prerequisite, but the state has removed that and Forsythetech is now updating their systems to remove Plant Materials 1 as a prerequisite for Plant Materials 2. But you're already registered for it, you're enrolled in it, and we're going to have some fun with plant materials. As you can see, I'm here at Forsythetech.edu. This is the homepage of the college, and I want you to go ahead and click on Blackboard here up top. And click on courses. I'm having to click on 2021 fall, and these are the courses that I teach. It should say something like courses that you're taking or whatever. But I want you to go ahead and find HOR 161-800. Now, as you can see, we're going to go ahead and enter student preview. That way you can see exactly what I want you to see. You're going to have a course entry assignment. I recommend going ahead and doing that today, knocking it out, getting it done, having it completed August 16th, Monday, the first day of class. You're ahead of the game. And then each week you're going to have a plant group. You got plant group 1 this week. You have an example of a plant palette. And then you have where you're going to upload your plant palette. And there's going to be more information coming throughout the semester about your plant palette. But basically what it is you're going to choose a group of plants that you like and you're going to create a plant palette. You're going to choose 25 of these plants. And it could be plants that bloom red. Plants that do well in a xeriscape situation, meaning no water. Plants in a Japanese garden. There's particular plants that the Japanese have just perfected and they look amazing, like the Japanese maple with hostas and different rocks that you use in a Japanese garden. You could do something like that. Or you could do a good old-fashioned front foundation planting for North Carolina. Whatever it is that you like, you're going to choose the plant palette. And you're going to create a PowerPoint slide presentation for your plant palette. And I will show you the example here. And we can actually go ahead and do that. But basically, this student several years ago did evergreen shrubs. And here is one of the plants, Akuba japonica, the Japanese Akuba. He created his logo, urban floral, landscape, and design. And then different pictures of it. And he had hyperlinks on these pictures. And he done, the culture of the site, the texture, and the size. But basically, doing these plant sheets each week helps you get that information. But let's go ahead and look at Instructor Information. Here's my information. eJones at Forsythetech.edu. 336-734-7404 is my office phone. I'm in the Strickland Center, room at 1223. My office hours, or student hours, as you may want to call it, are Monday, 10 to 11, Tuesday, 1 to 2, Wednesday, 8 to 8:30, and 10 to 10:30 a.m. And then on Thursdays, 8 to 8:30 a.m. and 10:30 to 11 a.m. And then Fridays, 9 to 10. Any announcements that you're going to have for the course is show there, and I'm going to exit the student preview so you can see the actual announcements. The only one I have up so far that'll be posted on 8 o'clock Monday, August 16th is your welcome message. Welcome to HOR 161. My name is Eric Jones, and I'm your instructor for the class as well as Department Chair and Program Coordinator for Horticulture. Let's get this semester off to a good start and have some fun. Excuse me. But you'll have any other announcements like, hey, plant group 1 quiz due this week, blah, blah, blah. Things of that nature will be there. So let's go back to student preview. And we're going to go to course syllabus. And here is your course specific syllabus. So I want you to open it up, print it out, and go over it with me as we're doing this video. But it's Plant Materials 2, HOR 161-800, meaning it is 100% online. Again, my information, my student hours or office hours, skills needed, basic knowledge of biology, math, reading comprehension, basic computer skills, Microsoft Office, Word, PowerPoint, Blackboard, 100% online is your class meetings. Last day to complete the course entry assignment is August 25th. Last day to withdraw from the course, October 22nd. Your materials required. Alden Wild and Turner wrote the book Southern Plants for Landscape Design. Real good book. You're going to find all the information you need about the plants in this book. I want you to get some plastic sandwich bags that you can collect your samples in. Sketchbook so you can sketch the leaves. I highly recommend that. It's not required, but I recommend it. A notebook that you can put your plant sheets in, and then a pen or a pencil, and then access to MS Office and Adobe Reader. No prereqs, no co-reqs. The state withdrew that. This course covers identification, culture, characteristics, and use of plants in sustainable landscape. Emphasis is placed on nomenclature, identification, growth requirements, cultural requirements, soil preferences, and landscape applications. Upon completion, students should be able to demonstrate knowledge of the proper selection and utilization of plant materials, including natives and invasive plants. Learning objectives. After completion of HOR 161, the student will identify landscape plants, including natives by both botanical and common name using morphological characteristics, explain the cultural practices used for growing each plant in the landscape, and then select plant materials for Pacific horticulture applications, discuss plant growth characteristics, sites requirements, and sustainable landscape uses. Grading and evaluation, weekly quizzes on your plant groups. They're going to be worth 70%. I will drop one, to accommodate any issues that you may have. Plant palette. No grade for plant palette will be dropped because it's only one, and it's 15%. Final exam, can't get it dropped either. It's worth 15%. It's only dropping one weekly quiz. We're on the Forsythetech grading scale, 10 points, 90 to 100 is an A, 59 and below is an F. Remember the last day to withdraw, October 22nd. Late work. Due dates are posted for all quizzes. Submission after the due date reduces your grade by 10 points. Quizzes close after 5 days from the due date. No submission after they close. Submitting assignments. This has to do with your plant palette. Don't use the comment section to submit it. You need to upload the file. Points will be deducted if you use the comment section to copy and paste. You'll have 2 chances to take your quizzes. You may review the results one time after the due date. There is no makeup if you have an outage, technical issue. I will drop one quiz grade. Here's your expected course schedule. You do have a quiz this week on the 20th on Plant Group 1, so you need to get started. Your course entry assignment needs to be completed by the 25th, but let's go ahead and do it this Monday. Let's knock it out, get it done, and over with. And then as you can see, each week you have a plant quiz, and those are your due dates. Your plant palettes due the 3rd. Your final exam is due the 9th. And then here's a link to the Forsythetech.edu syllabus, and it is also right here, so I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And it's general information that you need to read. You've probably gone over it in every course. So that is your syllabus. So let's go back to start here. You'll do your course entry assignment, and then in Plant Group 1, I'll always have your assignments. Read the course syllabus, complete the course entry assignment, download and print Plant Group 1 list, and it's right here. View the plant group samples video or the slides video, and then look at the sample video. Look at the location video, which is right here. And everything is in YouTube videos, guys. Makes it easier. You can see it on your phones or tablets, a lot easier. Then fill in the plant ID sheets. Now here is the ID sheet. Print one off for every plant. You can go to the library and do that. They're in PDF. But you're going to type in the genus, species, cultivar, common names, whether it's a tree or shrub. You're going to fill out this information and post one of your samples right here that you're collecting in your Ziploc bags. So get 2 or 3 samples of each plant. Put them in your book and flatten them for a couple of days. It helps dry them out. And then you can take a big piece of tape and post over it right here. And you have a sample sheet. You have a fact sheet with a sample of the leaf right there. Your videos here, I'll also have the quiz up for you tomorrow. It'll be at the very bottom, your quiz. And then I'll put an announcement up that it's there. I just haven't written it yet. but I do have all the other information. So you're going to open up your plant group. You're going to print this off as you study them. And as you can see, we're studying maples. Trident maple, Japanese maple, red maple, sugar maple, autumn blaze maple, and then we are throwing in a crepe myrtle. So you have 6 plants this first week. Here's your slides video. Basically, it's just a group of, pictures of how they're going to be used in the landscape. You can open it up a little bit bigger right there. Basically, it's just good pictures of each plant. So we're going to exit the full screen. And then you have your location video. Now, this is me walking around on campus, telling you exactly where they are. You'll hear me talking here.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Jones. I will be your instructor for HOR. You will see plants again because I want.
So basically, I'm showing you exactly where these plants are on campus.
3 years ago.
Or if we go to Tanglewood, or if we go to Renolda Gardens, there's where most of your plants are going to be. So you need to visit some other places because you need to get these samples. You're not required to, but it's really going to be very beneficial if you can walk around campus or go out to Tanglewood. I mean, this is a time to relax and, get some stress release, because you're around plants and you just feel good when you're getting these samples. I also have our samples video, which these are the samples that I have collected for you. And here is the sheet. I recommend doing a sheet like this. Or, guys, tell you what, easiest thing to do is blow this up, screenshot it, and print it out. That helps, don't it? We're going to zoom back out. And then, I fast forward it a little bit. And then I've got each individual sample. So, there's plant 1, there's plant 4, each one of them there. So good samples to look at. And then do the note sheets for each plant. Get your Ziploc bags, collect, a good 2 or 3 samples of each plant. So you've got these 6 trees. They're all on campus this week. So take, 20, 30 minutes, walk on campus, collect these samples, put them in a Ziploc bag. I'll have 8 bags, and I'll put 1 through 8 with a Sharpie. And I'll do this for each week. I mean, you can go and buy, a bag of 100 real cheap, like at Sam's or the grocery store. And you don't need the fancy ones, just need the cheapest one. Put them in there and put them in your book. And then write plant group 1. Like do PG1, 1, PG1, 2, PG1, 3, PG1, 4. PG15, PG16, because you have 6 plants this week. And PG1 is plant group 1. And then just write the number 1 on it, and then you've got your list, and you have those samples. Take one of those samples that you've got and put on your plant note sheet and tape it down to it and fill out the information. That's going to teach you these plants. You can't go and collect a sample the day of the quiz and expect to pass it. You're not. You need to study each and every one of these plants. So I hope that helps. We're back to start here. And let me know if you have any issues getting started with plant material group 1. Guys, I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next lecture.